Welcome to the Healing Waves Reiki podcast. I'm your host, Kathy Scarpito, Reiki Master Teacher, spiritual mentor, intuitive, and physical therapist. This is a grounded, heart-centered space where we explore Reiki, energy, and the science and spirit of healing. How Reiki supports the body, deepens intuition, regulates the nervous system, and helps transform the experience of healing. Where Reiki meets science, intuition meets practice, and healing becomes more human. If you're curious about Reiki, drawn to deeper healing, or seeking a more connective and intuitive way to care for yourself or others, you're in the right place. Let's begin. Welcome back to the Healing Waves Reiki podcast. Today's episode is a little different. Today, I'm sharing something I've been creating behind the scenes for quite some time. I'm so excited to introduce to you the Healing Waves Reiki workbook collection. When I first started this podcast, I wanted it to be more than something you listen to on your commute, while walking the dog, or folding laundry. I wanted it to become a place where healing could actually begin. Because healing doesn't happen simply from hearing information. Healing happens when we pause, when we reflect, when we become aware, when we gently begin putting what we've learned into practice. Over the past 40 years as a physical therapist, and throughout my years as a Reiki Master Teacher, I've learned something incredibly important. Knowledge alone rarely creates lasting change. Understanding your nervous system doesn't automatically regulate it. Knowing you should be kinder to yourself doesn't instantly quiet your inner critic. Listening to a meditation once doesn't necessarily create a new pattern. Transformation happens through experience, through reflection, through gentle repetition. And that's exactly why these workbooks were created. Each workbook is designed to be a companion to the podcast, not another thing to finish or another task on your to-do list. Instead, think of them as a quiet place to meet yourself. Inside, you'll find reflection questions, simple practices, gentle exercises, beautiful imagery, and space to discover your own wisdom. One of the things I love most about this collection is that you can use it in whatever way feels best for you. If you enjoy writing on paper, simply download the workbook and print it at home. If you'd rather keep everything digital, you can open the flipbook on your phone, tablet, or computer and read along while writing your reflections in your favorite journal or notebook. There isn't a right or wrong way to use them. Some people may pause after every reflection question. Others may read through the entire workbook first and come back to the exercises later. Some may complete a workbook in one afternoon. Others may return to the same pages over several weeks. All of those are perfect. These workbooks are meant to meet you exactly where you are and become part of your own healing practice. The first workbook is called Your Healing Journey, Begin and Discover. It isn't about fixing yourself. It's about beginning exactly where you are. Because wherever you are today is enough. You don't have to figure everything out before you begin healing. You simply have to take the next small step. As the podcast grows, so will this collection. New companion workbooks will continue to be added for many of the episodes and series we explore together. You'll find workbooks on topics like the nervous system, anxiety, guided meditations, grief, intuition, Reiki principles, emotional healing, fertility, and so much more. My hope is that over time, you'll build your own personal healing library. One episode, one workbook, one insight, one gentle step at a time. If you've ever wished you could pause an episode, write down your thoughts, return to an exercise, or simply have something tangible to support your healing, these workbooks were created for you. They're completely free and available anytime. You can find the Healing Waves Reiki Workbook Library through the link in today's show notes. Simply choose the workbook that speaks to you. Download it, print it if you like, or read it as a flip book and write along in your favorite journal. Begin where you are. There is no right place to start, only the place that feels right for you today. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your healing journey. Whether you've been here since the very beginning or you've just discovered Healing Waves Reiki, I'm so grateful you're here. Remember, healing isn't about becoming someone new. It's about gently returning to who you've been all along. And until next time, take a deep breath, be gentle with yourself, and keep following your own healing waves. Thank you for listening to the Healing Waves Reiki podcast. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who may need it. Subscribe and leave a review so more people can find this work. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and keep healing. This podcast is intended for informational, educational, and inspirational purposes only. The content shared on this podcast is not medical, psychological, legal, or professional advice, and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any condition. Always seek the guidance of a qualified healthcare provider, mental health professional, or other licensed professional regarding your specific needs. The views expressed by guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of the host. Listener discretion and personal responsibility are advised.